Hi, I'm Tracy Johnson from Learn to Make Cheese on Facebook. I'm going to give you a quick hints and tips about how to make marble cheese. So in a 1/4 cup of non-chlorinated water, I'm using boiled cooled water here. We put a 1/4 teaspoon of annatto into the water. We need to use the water so that it mixes properly in the milk. And we need to divide the milk by 2 pans. I've got roughly 8 litres in each of these. So to make a marble cheese, you add annatto to half of the milk. Mix it through properly, and then you basically make the same cheese in 2 different pots at the same time. Make sure that all of the milk in this pot will also fit in this pot with the milk that's already in there. You can see the line around the top where I've pasteurized it this morning, so I know all of this milk will fit back in here. Okay, so my pots have been culturing for 45 minutes now. I divided the culture in half and each pot received half of the culture. We're basically making tandem cheeses at this point. So once we get to the point where I've cut the curd and cooked the curd in this pot, it'll all get dumped into there, and the annatto curds will be orange and the other curds will not, and that's how you get that fun marbling pattern. Top tip, if you're using annatto, don't use calcium chloride at the same time. You have to add it at a different time. So now after I've cultured, you could add the calcium chloride, or you could add the calcium chloride first and add the annatto after. So after 45 minutes, you check for a clean break. Okay, the annatto pan is fine. And so's the other pan. So I've cut my curd in both pans. I've allowed to heal for 10 minutes. And now I'm beginning the process of warming to 102? Yes, 102 degrees for this farmhouse cheddar. Obviously we still have separate pots. Once we've done this 20-minute cook where we raise the temperature to 102 degrees Fahrenheit, then everything in here goes into here. Okay, after about 30 minutes of warming this up to 102, you should find your curds look a little bit like scrambled egg. Keep stirring so they don't stick together. And you'll notice that the whey on this is a lot clearer because obviously there's some residual annatto in the other pot, but this one is just straight up white curds. You'll really notice the difference when you take a spoonful of the curd and mix them in. And you essentially do this on a much bigger scale. All of that goes into there, and that's how you make a marbled cheese. All of the curd will meld together to form one great big mass with orange bits and white bits. You can do this to pretty much any cheese, but it really lends itself to a cheddar. After the first 2 presses at 5 and 10 kilos, it's now going in at 24 kilos for overnight. Hopefully we'll seal the rest of those holes.